I had always thought cats were independent creatures who didn't need human intimacy. But everything changed that very night when my cat jumped on my bed for the first time and curled up at my feet. It was unexpected. She used to sleep exclusively on her own bed or in warm corners of the apartment. My cat's name is Gracie. I have been observing her habits for many years, and today I will tell you a lot of interesting things from my observations. I lay there, trying not to move so as not to spook this moment. Her warm, soft body trembled slightly in her sleep, and her quiet purring filled the room with some inexplicable calm. That night, I realized that it wasn't just a habit or an accident, but something more. Since then, I've noticed that my cat has been choosing to sit next to me more and more often. Why does she do this? What is her motive? Curiosity led me to some interesting discoveries. One day, I noticed a strange thing. My cat was not just sleeping next to me, but as if guarding me. I rolled over onto my other side and she immediately moved closer, as if checking to see if everything was okay. At that moment, the thought occurred to me, what if it was a maternal instinct? I remembered how cats take care of their kittens. They lick them, cover them with themselves, cuddle them to keep them warm. When I was sick, my cat never left my side. Usually independent and proud, she would lie down next to me and even touch me with her paw, as if checking if I was breathing. Cats, especially neutered cats, can project their maternal instinct onto their owners. They see us not just as big bipedal creatures, but as part of their family, their pride. And if a cat chooses to sleep next to you, protecting you, watching your movements, it means that in her eyes you are that helpless kitten that needs to be warmed and protected. Now, when my cat snuggles next to me, I smile and mentally thank her. I may have grown up a long time ago, but in her eyes I am still the one who needs to be protected. In winter, when the snow is blowing outside my window, my bed becomes a branch of the Sahara, and Gracie is a small but very effective sun. She doesn't just sleep next to me, she snuggles. So much so that you can feel every hair on her back. And if I accidentally move away at night, I get an unequivocal paw poke in the side. Hey, bring back the heat. At first, I thought it was just a fluke, but then I started to notice a pattern. As soon as the temperature in the room drops below a certain point, Gracie activates warming mode. One day, I even opened the window for a couple minutes for the sake of experimentation. Don't worry, not too much. Gracie immediately woke up, looked at me reproachfully, and settled right on my chest, as if to say, "Are you completely crazy? Warm me up right now." So now I keep an eye on the weather not only by the forecast, but also by Murka's behavior. At night, my Gracie can turn into a little bully. It starts with a light poke in the face with her paw. If I don't react, she takes a more drastic approach by purring in my ear. If that doesn't work either, she may just sit on my face. Yes, I'm serious. And all of this is accompanied by a pitiful meow, as if she's starving or lonely. At first, I thought she was just hungry, but then I realized it's the attention that she wants. She wants me to pet her, scratch her ear, talk to her, just to feel like I care about her. And, even though it's uncomfortable sometimes, I still give in to her. I mean, how can you say no to such a sweet creature? This ritual has become a sort of evening cat namaz for us. Every night, before bedtime, Gracie jumps on the bed. But that's not all. She makes sure to walk on me with her paws, stomping around a bit as if she's massaging me. Then she settles down next to me, stretches out to her full length, and starts purring. And it's not just purring, it's a whole symphony. At that moment, I feel that there is some special connection between us, some invisible thread, as if we share with each other our energy, our love. And this feeling cannot be conveyed in words. You just have to feel it. Sometimes, when Gracie sleeps next to me, she behaves very strangely. She can lie perfectly still, but one of her ears is always perked up. She reacts to any rustle, any sound. It's like she's not just sleeping, she's guarding me. One night, I woke up to Gracie growling. Yes, my cat was growling. Turns out there was someone outside the window, and she must have sensed danger. I was amazed. I had no idea my little kitty could be so brave. At that moment, I realized that she was not just looking for protection from me, but she was ready to protect me herself. Gracie is very fond of familiar surroundings. Any rearrangement in the apartment causes her stress. She gets nervous, hides, refuses to eat. But most of all, she likes to lie on my clothes, especially on things I've worn recently that still smell like me. I think it's because my scent creates a sense of comfort and security for her. It's like I'm always around, even when I'm not home. One time I went away on a business trip for a few days. When I came back, my cat wouldn't leave my side. She kept rubbing against me, purring and licking my hands. I realized how much she missed me and my scent. Before she settles down on my pillow, she always works thoroughly. She rubs her muzzle, her sides, her head. It's like she's rubbing her scent all over it. At first, I thought she was just wiping her muzzle, but then I found out it's a way of marking territory. Cats leave their scent on things they consider their territory, and my pillow is apparently one of her favorites. It turns out that when I go to bed, I'm not only sleeping on my pillow, I'm sleeping on my pillow. And it's even nice. It's like we're sharing the same space, the same territory with her. When I'm sick, Gracie turns into a cat doctor. She doesn't leave my side. She lies next to me in bed, purring, warming me with her warmth. She may even refuse to eat so she won't leave me alone. I had a bad migraine once. I was lying in the dark. I couldn't see or hear anything. Suddenly, I felt someone pressed against me. It was my fluffy kitty cat. She lay down next to me, put her muzzle on my cheek, and started purring. And you know what? I felt better. The pain subsided a little bit. I don't know how to explain it, but her presence really helped me. I noticed an interesting thing. Any change in the apartment is a real stress for my cat. She gets nervous, runs around the apartment, hides under the bed. She does not understand what is happening and feels in danger. At times like this, I try to give her more attention. I pet her, talk to her, play with her. I try to show her that everything is okay, that nothing scary is happening. And gradually she calms down. She begins to realize that the rearrangement is not the end of the world, but just a small change in her usual world. My kitty never sleeps in the open. She always needs a private place where she feels protected. This can be a box, a basket, a chair, or of course my bed. If she sleeps at my side, it means she trusts me completely. She knows that I won't hurt her, that I will protect her. And that trust is very important to me. I try to live up to it every day. And lastly, hormones. When my cat goes into cat mating season, she turns into a real siren. She walks around the apartment, purring, rubbing against all objects and my feet, rolling on the floor, arching her back. She's looking for a mate. She wants to breed. And during this period, she becomes especially affectionate and attached. She does not leave me a step, sleeps next to me in bed, purrs in my ear. And even though sometimes it can be tiring, I still give in to her. I realize it's her nature, that she can't control it. And I just try to support her during this difficult period for her.